Hey everyone, Matt here, RCGroups.com. You're looking at the small yet powerful ISDT T8 smart charger. I picked this one up from Buddy RC after buying a Q6 version, which is the smaller version of this ISDT charger. And the great thing about these little guys is that you can put them in a field box, you can put them in your pit box, take them with you out in the field. They don't take up much space at all. You could drop this right in your backpack. If you're a drone pilot and heading out into the wilderness to find that beautiful freestyle spot, this is a great charger to bring along with you because it has a 12 to 40 volt input and 6S output, and it can really push the amps. Now this charger does come with a protective screen you can put on, much like a cell phone. I decided not to use it. I'm just going to run it as is without the screen. It should be noted though that it does get scratched up a little bit. You can see it gets some fingerprints, and it's going to get scratched if you don't put that screen on there. So learn from my mistake of not putting it on, and try to put that thing on there right when you get it. So let's go ahead and plug up the ISDT T8 charger, and I'll show you some navigation. We'll do a charge and we'll see how many amps this little guy can actually put out. Stand by. For the purpose of this review, I'm going to use this massive overkill Titan power supply here, mainly because I can change between 12 volts and 24 volts, and that'll help us with the output power of the T8. So let's go ahead and plug it in. I've got it set to 12.3 volts here. The T8 comes with XT60 connector built right in, so we'll plug this one up here, and here we go. Alright, starting off plugged in, we do have a cell checker function that is the default for when you turn it on. I do like that breathing logo there, it's pretty interesting. But we'll plug in our balance tap over here on the side. Can't really see it, but you get the idea. And it's going to tell us the current pack voltage and the voltage per cell. So great little cell checker option right off the bat. I will go ahead and plug this pack in on the side over here and get it ready. First thing to do, we'll press the home button right in the middle, and you have a number of options for charging. We have our, by the way, if you press up and down here, it's going to scroll. So I'm going to press up to task is charge, our current 1 amp, cell count 4S, cell voltage 4.2, we'll leave it there, and lipo chemistry right now. Our task is to charge, discharge, or storage charge. We're going to pick charge here, and everything is good to go. Let's go ahead and initiate the charge. Press the button, and here we go. So right off the bat, it's only charging at 1 amp, and we do need to change that. Let's go ahead and adjust the current. Change that to 2.6 amps. There we are, instantly up to 2.6, no problems whatsoever. If you want to terminate a charge, you just press the home button and then press stop, and now you're back to the start screen. We'll press the home button again, and we can change our current before we even start to anything that we want. Now that I've shown you how easy it is to charge with the T8, let's go ahead and see how many amps it can actually put out with a giant Flight Power 4S 16,000 pack. We're going to see if we can push 16 amps out of this guy. I don't know. We're going to find out right now. With the battery plugged in, I'll press the home button, and we will choose 16 amps. Let's see what happens. $16 amps is chosen. Charge and start. Here we go. So you'll also notice at 12 volts, the ISDT T8 does pull some amps out of the power supply. It requires a little bit more, so we are only pulling 16 amps out of it into the Flight Power pack, but yet we are using 19 amps to get there. So the more voltage that you supply the ISDT T8 with, the more efficient it's going to run. I've unplugged the charger, changed it to 24 volts. Don't do that while it's plugged in. You will end up destroying this unit. I've changed it to 24 volts, plugged back in, and we are now running much more efficiently. As you see, we're up to 23, but only pulling 15, 16 amps, 17 amps versus the 30 that was happening at 12 volts. So here we are. We're now using 24 volts. We're getting our full 30, even going above to 30.1, and we're only pulling 20 amps into it. So increased voltage is definitely going to help you reach that 30 amp charge rate that I'm not going to really sustain for very long. These wires are going to get pretty warm. All right, there's a quick look at the ISDT T8 smart charger, a perfect complement for your field pack for going out flying, racing RC cars, boats, whatever you need to do to charge a pack in the field quickly, either using a 12 volt power supply or just a battery pack like this. It's very efficient little charger, especially on the higher input voltages. This one's available from Buddy RC, and you can get the link to it in the review. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.